Alright, fuckfaces. Just me, your commissioner. Scotty's off getting his hair did, so he will not be joining me unless he just comes running in from the background, and that might happen. Probably not in this video, but maybe the next one. I'm going to give you a couple. But the first one is my love-hate list. We'll do that one first. So here we go. So I just picked two at each position that I hated and I loved. For my hate list, quarterbacks, I hate Patrick Mahomes this week. I think he's got a 22-point projection against Cleveland, who's the 8th best against the pass. I think they suck against the run, does Cleveland, so I think Hunt's going to get a lot of the touches. Mahomes, in most leagues, is still worth starting if you don't have anybody better, but I think he's like more of an 18-point projection, not a 22. I hate Ryan Fitzpatrick, mainly because he does suck as a quarterback. He was benched for Jameis Winston. He came at the end of a game and threw touchdowns during garbage time. I don't like a 20-point projection for him. I think he goes under that against Carolina. So yeah, I hate those guys. I also hate Ezekiel Elliott this week. I think a 16-point projection against Tennessee is too high. Tennessee does really well against the run. I believe they're ranked 6th overall against the run this year. And I think that Tennessee can be exposed more in the pass game. So I think look for him to go more deep down the field than actually just run the ball with Zeke. He'll be a change of pace. He'll get probably like 80 yards, but he won't get in the end zone. He's probably going to score 8 or 9 points. Maybe 10, maybe 11, but not 16. The other one I hate is Tariq Cohen. I think he's been kind of on a heater, but I think this is his come to earth week against Buffalo. I don't know why I think that. I just don't like him this week for some reason. I am fearful of using Tariq Cohen if I have him. I think 11 points is too high. He'll get a bunch of catches. PPR leagues, he's good, but not a standard league. For receivers that I hate Antonio Brown this week. I think Baltimore is the 5th ranked pass defense, and I think that the Steelers are going to run the ball. I also think Juju Smith-Schuster has a better matchup on the outside, and I think he's going to do much better than Antonio Brown. I don't think Brown gets 12. He may have 60 or 70 yards receiving, but that'll probably be his cap. I also hate Julio Jones. As much as he was part of a super trade, Julio Jones doesn't get in the end zone, and Washington is good against the pass this year. So I think Washington and Josh Norman are going to keep Julio Jones out of the end zone, but not necessarily keep the rest of the Falcons out of the end zone. Players that I love this week, I love Drew Brees against the Rams. I think that game's going to be an absolute shootout, and he could score 30 points before you can even look up and go like, oh, damn, Drew Brees scored 30 points. I like Dak Prescott this week. I think the last couple games that the Cowboys have played, they've really let him start to throw the ball. I think he scored really good points. He has that added run game. He's only projected at 16 points. I think he kills that. I like Nick Chubb this week. Kansas City's 29th against the run this year. They're giving up tons of points, over 24 points a game to opposing running backs. So I like Nick Chubb this week at a 12-point projection to go over that. I like Aaron Jones, running back of the Green Bay Packers. He's only projected at 10 points. I think he's not one of the focal points of that offense. I think the Patriots are going to gear the defense to stop Aaron Rodgers against the pass, and that there's going to be room for Aaron Jones to have a big game. Look for him to get over 100 yards and a touchdown. I love Courtland Sutton this week. Obvious. No Demaryius Thomas. The offense now opens up for him. A 7-point projection is way too low for someone like him who's going to look to break out in his first game without DT on the field. Last one, it's kind of a combo. I like all of the Rams wide receivers this week. I like Brandon Cooks. I like Cooper Kupp as long as he plays. And I like Robert Woods this week. I think they're all going to hit their projections. So I'm going to say Rams receivers against the 32nd ranked pass defense of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So there you go. Love, hate, probably right about all of them.